You know, Andrea, I was just thinking, there's no camera back there. I was just thinking how much money that we actually save by spending more on higher quality organic types of foods. And just as a point of fact, I mean, removing all emotion out of the equation of, oh, this costs more and this and how we feel, but just looking at the facts and crunching some simple numbers, and I'm talking simple numbers because I am no mental mathematician by any means, but let's say, you know, you make a really quality lasagna, for example, vegan, plant-based, and all the ingredients are organic and really high quality, nutrient dense, and you spend maybe $10 to make it. By comparison, maybe you get a crap lasagna with a bunch of refined crap, and it's just the nutrients aren't there, and it's maybe $7. So you save about 30% right up front, and then, but you're going to eat maybe 200% more of the crap lasagna versus the really good nutrient-dense lasagna. So right off the bat, you're already at a financial loss if you just got the organic one that filled you up so much more quickly. I just had a vegan lasagna with my family, and you know, my family, big meat and potato eaters, and they go back for seconds and thirds, and everybody in my family, those same people that typically go back for seconds and thirds, we had just one slice apiece, not planning on it, and we were pretty satisfied. And it's a couple hours later.
Yeah, I was going to say, how long ago was that? A couple hours? Are you still full?
And I'm still pretty satisfied. And no crashes, no lows or anything like that. It's just consistent, really wonderful sustaining energy. And saving a ton of money, because a normal lasagna, I'd have like 2, 3, maybe 4 pieces.
Well, yeah, and then you'd be probably heavy and yucky later, and then still hungry an hour later.
Yeah, it's amazing, because that's the number one reason that people say, you know, it's like, I want to buy the better quality food, but I just can't afford it because it's more money. But that's actually not the case at all, and it's not a matter of judgment, it's just a point of fact.
Well, let me tell you, I'm thankful I eat clean and whole and nutrient dense because I'm broke. So I can't afford to go grocery shopping, but the little bit I have to do, just the little bit of food that I buy, it satisfies me and keeps me, you know, nourished. So I'm not always hungry. I eat a little bit and I'm good to go.
You know, that's quite a profound thing that you said right now that just throws everybody through for like a 180 loop. Is like, I'm so broke, I can't afford not to buy organic food.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's an honest to God true statement.
Well, I don't have to buy a lot of it. I just buy a little bit, and it lasts me a long time because, you know, I chop it, I freeze it, and it's good to go. It keeps me nourished. I only have people ask me, is that all you're going to eat? Because I eat this little tiny portion. And yeah, that's all I need. I mean, I don't need a big plate of food that's going to fill me up for maybe 2 seconds, not nourish me, and I'm hungry an hour later.
And that's another profound thing, is that the cheaper foods, we have to eat more of it, so we're overeating, but we're starving ourselves at the same time because there's no nutrients in it. And then with the better quality foods, we have to eat less of it, so that saves us a ton of money.
Well, let's look at this food. Look at anti-inflammatory, immune boosting. There's nothing here that doesn't have quality nutrient dense. Look, coconut oil is great for our healthy fatty acids. So, I mean, there's nothing here that doesn't have nutritional value that's going to help maintain our life.
So, by eating this food and spending more money up front, we're saving money. Actually, right away, we're saving money because we eat, you know, every day. And we get to eat less and feed our bodies at the same time that we're eating less. It seems like it's a perfect, egregious error for an egregious disaster down the road if we overeat and starve ourselves at the same time, which is what we're doing when we spend less money on the more nutritionally poor food.
Yeah, because it might fill your belly, they say, but it's not going to really nourish you. You know, it'll fill your belly for an hour, and then you're hungry and starving again. When's the last time you ate a McDonald's cheeseburger and were hungry like half hour later?
No kidding. No kidding. It's amazing. You can eat 1,000 calories of nutritionally poor food and you're still hungry, and you can have a couple hundred calories of something that's really dense and you're satisfied and you're fed. It's wonderful. And you know what? Speaking of cost, this is just like the right away cost savings. That doesn't even include, you know, the dreaded double whammy of healthcare related costs when you get older. You know, I read a stat on average, just in healthcare related costs, people that skip out and go for the cheaper food, they spend on average of 6 figures of their money on healthcare related costs. There we go, because the camera's not really there. 6 figures of their own money on healthcare related costs. And
I did. I spent thousands of dollars on healthcare related costs because I had a shitty diet
and you're still young.
I'm still young, but I feel better. I never go to the doctor now. I don't have to pay a copay. I don't have to pay for anything. I don't go because I'm fine. I'm healthy. The last time I went, My doctor asked me if I was an athlete because my cholesterol levels were so great. And I laughed. I was like, I'm not an athlete.
Very cool. So the money, financial savings is right away. No question, it's right away. And also long term, it's going to be there too. You will have at least 6 figures more of your own money, $100,000 plus over the course of your life just from eating better quality food. That's the long term. And the short term is going to be so much more because you're eating every day.
Can't afford not to eat healthy, really.
Yeah, it's quite a thing. If we get more people to subscribe to that point of fact that if you're broke, you really can't afford to eat nutritionally poor food. You have to spend more money on the better food because you're going to have a lot more money up front and also down the road. It's just a point of fact.
I'm living proof because I am broke as hell.
And
but I'm eating well, and that's all I need. I don't need a lot, so.
Oh, look, there's a camera there.
Hi.
So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it made a lot of sense for you. And everything we're talking about is just coming from real life examples. This isn't stuff we're making up at all. So dig around our blog, subscribe to our YouTube channels, and dig in deeper to what we're doing. Ask us questions and see what discoveries you can make to just help you live better, to have more money and health so that you can be a happier, freer human being in this culture that's chronically sick, diseased, and living under crushing debt and completely broke. Let's turn that around.
And I really am broke, but not because I'm buying food. That's going to change soon, though.
Absolutely. All right, take care, everyone. Peace out.